Good afternoon to you all. It is a pleasure to have this opportunity to gather today and invite you to embark on a journey to discover the thriving business landscape that Cyprus can offer. Nested in the heart of the Mediterranean, but yet in a European Union, this enchanting island holds a treasure trove of opportunities for those seeking growth, innovation, and strategic partnership. Today, we are exploring Cyprus' unique advantages as a strategic harbor for international business. We will uncover the factors that make the island nation an attractive destination for investment, for trade, and for collaboration. From its favorable tax incentives to its robust legal framework, Cyprus has emerged as a beacon of stability and opportunity in the region. Thank you once again for joining us on this journey. And without any further ado, let us embark to this voyage through a captivating business environment in Cyprus. Today is an age of globalization, and this means free movement of goods and services, abandonment of information, technological advancements, high social mobility, and innovation hub. But at the same time, we are experiencing turbulent times in Ukraine, in Syria, in Sudan. We're just recovering from pandemic and the Brexit of UK. With all these geopolitical tectonic plates, intense, creative an environment where companies and international companies, they are facing with commodity price rises, refugees crisis, the weakened economies, central banks increasing interest rate. Many countries entered into free trade agreements and protectionist policies. The sanctions are blocking assets, and economists are expecting slowdown in 2023. Therefore, it's a great opportunity nowadays to see or reevaluate the opportunities that causes significant threats as well. We need to see where to locate the business and the company seat, which markets should we operate, and reevaluate the jurisdictions and the right partners in each jurisdictions, and probably do an analysis again of the past analysis, check the factors again all together and get into some further. Cyprus can serve as a safety harbor. It offers several major advantages as a business center for doing business as well as for relocating. It's a strategic location that brings very near to MENA region, and as an EU country can give access to over 500 million of consumers. It's a business-friendly environment that is boosting a high standard of living, has a well-educated workforce to relocate, if very efficient financial sector, great investment opportunities, as we're going to see shortly, and definitely is a good access to EU single market. Of course, Cyprus is very known for the favorable corporate tax regime, and is already a harbor for many international companies in many different in many sections of the economy, like financial services, like Societe Generale, shipping, maritime, like Columbia and Bishops, in information technology, Oracle, MTN, IBM, Noble Energy and Utilities, ExxonMobil is here, Eni, Noble Energy, many retail and construction companies, many professional services and consulting. And there have been great investments. The foreign investment policy is embedded in the Cyprus government strategy. Such encourage a notable number of foreign investments in Cyprus by foreign funds in real estate and other investments. Definitely the last few years, we can see in energy sector investments, exploitation is going on for gas fields in Cyprus through Total, Eni, ExxonMobil, Qatar Petroleums, There are great investments in real estate developments and tourism, hospitality, and very lately with telemedicine, which is a sector which has been is constantly increasing in investments due to the climate of Cyprus, the pool of doctors and professionals, related professional areas, and the implementation of the national health system in Cyprus encourage greatly in this area the investments. Also, Cyprus is an established international business center for shipping, for financial services, for commerce, and by World Bank has been classified as a very high income country. Cyprus limited companies, we can see it in many company structures. The main type of company which is offered is the limited liability protection to its shares and is widely used for various business activities. It needs a name, a company seat, of course, registered office. Capital can be minimum as minimum as €1. It requires one shareholder, at least one director, and a secretary. Nominee services are regulated, and it can be appointed a nominee director and shareholder in a position in the company. That's providing confidentiality. Of course, we should know that the ultimate beneficial owner has been implemented in Cyprus, the directive. So there is access to this directive, to the UBO has access only the competent authorities. Therefore, there is a confidentiality still to the public. And the Cyprus companies, according to their size, there is a requirement to maintain proper accounting books and prepare annual financial statements based on the international financial reporting standards. The process of registration is very quick, and the steps are very clear. We at FCI, we can take over the full process from preparation, gathering of all the information, filing, until the issuance of registration company documents. It is very important, of course, to determine a proper economic substance in order to avoid any challenges from any tax authorities for abuse tax avoidance. The very important criteria to do for such a determination is the place of incorporation rule, the central management and control test, and the treaty overriding rule. Coming to these important statements is the factors that we need to consider is the physical presence, the employment, if there are any employment by the company, where will be the decision making, what will be the contracts and agreements, if the company holds any intellectual property and where are they hold, and of course the reporting on compliance. In the Cyprus company law, we have the group consolidation companies. These offer great advantages as it takes all the EU directives, related EU directives, like the parent subsidiary directive, merger directive, and interest and royalties directive. This can bring down the losses. It can set off losses up to 75%. Have group reliefs that brings companies' consolidated accounts into a very good beneficial state. Cyprus' tax system is very stable and provides great opportunities and benefits to many different kind of companies that we can see in a minute. But definitely there is a uniform corporate tax rate of 12.5%, which is one of the lowest in Europe. Has a very wide network of double tax treaties, and lately with 67 countries. It can carry forward tax losses for 5 years. The VAT is a EU VAT with favorable standards, rates rather, and many other advantages like no inheritance tax, no immovable property tax. So based on each different kind of business, we can evaluate and see what is the best situation and how it can be structured to take advantage of all these tax benefits. Trusts, they have a special purpose, mainly of asset protection, inheritance, estate planning, succession, confidentiality. Cyprus International Trust, we can see them in so many different kind of structures, mainly because of the tax, which there is no taxation on the trust or the beneficiaries of the trusts in Cyprus. There is no capital gains tax. And of course, they are widely used because of the double tax treaties that we have. So they have been in use for a long time, and definitely they will stay in use as the Cyprus International Trust has been modernized lately, the last few years. So it offers even more benefits. Cyprus is also established itself as a prominent maritime hub. A setting up of a shipping company, Cyprus offers many advantages and characteristics. Today's maritime sector accounts for 1 billion in annual revenue, which is about the 7% of the island's GDP. Of course, again, the shipping companies offer a good taxation system, which as it is on the taxation is on the net tonnage of the vessel. The EU flag of Cyprus is recognized internationally, so it offers a reputable jurisdiction. The efficiency of maritime infrastructure and the timing is very good. There is a great skilled workforce around in Cyprus, and as a EU country, the shipping companies can get into their workforce, EU and non-EU staff as an easy access. The proximity of the routes and the supporting regulatory environment, assisting in increasing and encasing shipping companies coming to Cyprus. Cyprus is also a harbor for holding companies. We can see holding companies in so many different international structures. These are used, we have Cyprus as SPVs, we have Cyprus used as holding companies also, because of the tax optimization, of course, and of the double tax treaties, which can serve with so many countries. Of course, the capital gains tax is very important because profits deriving from disposal of shares or other securities are exempt for capital gains tax in Cyprus. Dividends participation exemption from Cyprus is another factor that is associated with the great benefits. The last few years, we have seen in Cyprus also increasing of collective investment companies. These are regulated under the Cyprus Security and Exchange Commission and provides a transparent and efficient regulatory environment. Investment funds have already invested more than 2 billion in several sectors of Cyprus economy, in hospitality, education, healthcare, and renewable energy. So in this alternative investment funds and alternative investment funds. So they're well developed. They offer protection to the investors and a logical setup and maintenance fees. Cyprus IP regime offers great opportunities also. It's very important nowadays to secure to safeguard the business assets and bring value to the company at the same time. So a registered IP is very important. And in Cyprus offers an efficient tax model for this. The legal protection is afforded by EU member states, by the signatories of all IP treaties and protocols. There is a tax benefit that it can take down the corporate tax rate to as low as 2.5%. There's no withholding tax at source of the company receiving royalty income by the extensive network of tax treaties and the provisions of EU interest and royalty directives are in place. This makes Cyprus IP a great opportunity for many enterprises. This can be combined with the research and development activities in Cyprus. Cyprus is transforming into a jurisdiction with a focus on attracting companies in the field of science, tech, and startup hubs, including blockchain, artificial intelligence, and data management. You can see the plans of the high-tech model in Limassol, which is starting up. And these strategies, incentives include residency for EU and third country nationals, employment, fast-track, simple, and streamlined procedures in companies that they wish to activate their research and development in Cyprus. So research and development through Cyprus can be combined with the IP box. They give an increased expenditure deduction for research and development of 20%, which is a good reason of allocating to Cyprus. And FCI, we provide fast and efficient service to foreign businesses wishing to set up a presence in Cyprus or to expand their business activities. The team, a specialized team, provides the necessary information, step-by-step guidance to companies and wishing to explore the new incentives provided by the government in setting up in Cyprus and taking care of these, taking advantage of all these schemes and benefits. The opportunities for investment in real estate property in Cyprus is bring long-term capital appreciation and rental income. Cyprus has an EU membership, has a favorable conditions for a steady recovery and growth in real estate. Through real estate investment, citizenship and residency programs are connected for third country nationals. There are many tax benefits that lowering corporate tax, personal tax rates are lower, no inheritance tax, no tax on dividends receivable. Tourist sector is thriving, and there is a good quality of life. So all this together gives many opportunities for people and companies to invest in Cyprus. We as at FCI, we have a pool of professionals offering dedicated services to investors, from tax advice and preparation of feasibility studies and business plans, financing purposes, property evaluation and management, legal tax and administrative matters, project management. Lately, due to the changing environment, to so many sanctions and regulatory procedures, we can see many offshore companies relocating their seat to Cyprus. So there is a consultation and some stages, as you can see from here, that we are taking. But Cyprus law allows for a transfer of registered seat of the company to and from Cyprus. It is a process that needs some time. However, there are many occasions that is necessary to be taken, and we'll be happy to help on this area too. There are many that they can see Cyprus as an ideal place to call a home, to move their personal residency in Cyprus, either as an employees moving to Cyprus because they are foreign companies, they choose to relocate their headquartering to Cyprus, or as a personal movement to relocate for any other reason. So the immigration procedures have been revised recently, and they provide many different opportunities to different people for visa. And there are tax exemptions as well for people that they receiving annual remuneration of over 100,000 per year. They have a tax deducted exemption of 50%. And for people that
Recording in progress.
Are receiving remuneration up to 55,000 per year, they can receive a tax exemption of 20%. So this is one reason good for transferring.
Recording
but as I
stopped.
said, the government provided and revised and provided new incentives for third country nationals to relocate in Cyprus. Cyprus companies that they moved their headquarters in Cyprus, they have special advantages in registering employees to work in Cyprus with expediting work permits, fast track, that if they invest in Cyprus of about 200,000 of funds transferred from abroad. And of course, there are other kind of visas that can be acquired with quite an ease, that provide 3 years staying in Cyprus with renewals, bringing their family in Cyprus, and there are many functions and facilities to like schools and access to education and medical policies that help in good adoption and relocation. Cyprus accepts digital nomads, which is it can be acquired in a number of conditions. Those are people that are self-employed, work remotely for a business abroad through using technological methods. And they can stay in Cyprus, take advantage of the quality of life and the tax benefits and the easy way of receiving a visa. Cyprus also implemented the 60-day rule, which is people that they stay in Cyprus for 6 days, they can claim residency. On a non-dom regime has proven extremely popular with location-independent enterprise entrepreneurs, business people and investors, as well as digital nomads. Income from employment carried out outside Cyprus is exempted from Cyprus income tax, provided that the employment exercise outside of Cyprus exceeds 90 days. So this is a good rules that they can be combined and one can take benefit of. May I also talk about the Cyprus permanent residency by investment. This has been recently revised. The criteria still states that the minimum investment requirement remains to 300,000 euros in property investment in Cyprus, that it has to be owned for at least 5 years. There are many different kind of options in this of this investment. It can be in real estate as a new development. It can be an investment in other real estate. It can be investment through the physical person or a company, or by relocating at least 5 employees in Cyprus. Or through the collective investment funds that we talked about earlier. And nothing can be applied if we don't have a proper banking system, which Cyprus can offer many different kind of opportunities in this area, different options with local and international banks, online systems, and according to the situation, according to the investment that will be done in Cyprus, we see and we review the proper opening of the account and how this can be facilitated in a better way for a smooth and prompt action. Financial Consultants International provides services for over 50 years now. So we had our widely experienced team can provide any advice and services to individuals and entrepreneurs that they need to relocate to Cyprus, doing business through Cyprus, company corporations, and so on. And to this, probably it's a good time to extend a special invitation to you all to visit Cyprus and visit FCI.